Okay, Alex and Whitney and I are officially back on the road, heading home. There's Alex, stuffing her face. Mm-hmm. There's Whitney on her phone back there.
I'm posting about wishful thinking for the people that didn't get Hansonopoly at the MOE yesterday because there were so limited quantities.
Yeah, they only had 5 copies.
Yeah.
And by the time, we were right in the front row, and I thought,
5 copies for each session.
And I thought they would let us out first. No, of course not. Why would front row get to go first? So by the time we made it to the merch table, they were completely sold out of Hansonopoly. But Alex got the ring. See the ring? Woo, Hanson ring. And I got this shirt. We all got matching shirts. They named their members EP Facing the Blank Page. And I got it in blue, and Alex got it in pink, and Whitney got it in gray. We're matching today. Again, we were matching on the way there, and we're matching on the way home. And I also got the Give a Little t-shirt, which is awesome. And they had a calendar. Since I missed out on both calendars they released back in the day, I had to get a calendar. Yeah, it was amazing. Whitney and I got early entry because we're awesome like that. And nobody ended up sitting on the other side of Whitney, so lo and behold, Alex was another row behind us, and she came up. So we were all together for it. We were literally like 2 feet from Isaac, and he came walking by to do Rock Out on a guitar solo. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Taylor made eye contact with me a few times. Mainly, they had us all stand up during Give a Little, and when Taylor, at the part where he usually picks a girl to dance with, he was staring right at me. But I think he didn't pick me because the cameraman was right there, but I saw him eyeballing me. He totally wanted to dance with me, I could tell. And then when they were leaving, walking by, because they left and then they were going to come back to do a Q&A, as they were leaving, Taylor smiled and nodded at me, so that was pretty cool. Then after they played all their songs and did the Q&A, well, for the Q&A, Whitney pretty much had her hand up the whole time to the point where she had to rest her arm on Alex's shoulder to hold her arm up. And Alex is over there pointing to Whitney like this. So finally Taylor goes, let's go ahead and pick our friend over there who's been pointing at our other friend the whole time. And Whitney was like, oh, me? So she asked them if they could have any superpower in the world, what would they want? Of course, they didn't really say superpowers, it was just like wishful thinking. Isaac said he wanted the ability to play any song, because he's always like forgetting their own songs. And Zach said he would wish that he could rid the world of auto-tune. And apparently it was Taylor that said, somewhere in the world Lady Gaga just died. I thought Zach said that, but somebody corrected me on Facebook. So, I was like, oh, poor Alex, because she likes Lady Gaga.
And Rachel.
And Rachel, yeah. But that got wild applause. And then
Aaron.
And then, Zach, somebody asked Zach a question about gaming, and he totally dissed the PlayStation 3. So I booed him while everybody else cheered. I was like, boo! It was really fun, and then they let us out row by row to do our group photo, and I'm leading Whitney over to the area, and Isaac, gently grabs her by the arm and said, come on, come stand over here by me, and he gave her a hug, and Whitney had asked him for a guitar pick, and he's like, I don't have any on me, I'm sorry. So we're making our way over to shake hands with Taylor, and Isaac taps Whitney on the shoulder and says, hey, I found one. And so Whitney got a guitar pick and a hug and a handshake.
And a question.
And they answered her question.
And the first one in.
And so then we shook Taylor's hand, and I told him that it was my first MOE, and I was really excited, and now I'm addicted. And he was like, well, I hope we made a good impression. And then
it's Hanson, they always do.
I know. It's not my first concert, it was just my first members only event. But then we shook Zach's hand, and it was really fun. Then we got out and took the walk, and I went barefoot, and my feet hurt.
Apparently there was also a lot more merch than what we thought there was.
Probably for the 8 p.m. session.
No. I'm saying there was more stuff. There was a songbook, there was a vinyl.
They have the songbook?
Yes.
I saw the vinyl.
Son of a biscuit eater, because I wanted the songbook so bad.
Okay.
I didn't see half the merch.
We're placing a massive
Anyway, okay, so this video's ended up being a lot longer than I was expecting it to be. So we took the walk. Hanson didn't join us for the walk, of course, because they were running late and had to get ready for the next session of people already lining up. Then trying to get out of there to put our stuff in the car, everybody was stopping. Ooh, I want to see the merch that you got. And,
we were just like...
Oh, and Alex literally was parked right outside the door of 3CG Records. That was pretty cool. So 3CG was just like a few buildings down from Kane's Ballroom where the event was held. So we walked and then went back to the car and headed to Ida Red to watch Rachel play the Hansonopoly tournament. Then we headed back to the hotel and we crashed out at like 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
I've never gone to bed that early before,
unless
ever.
I was sick.
So, yeah, and then we got up at like 7 and now we're on the road. We just stopped at Mickey D's, McDonald's, woo. Yeah, so we're heading home and I had a blast. Don't want to leave. Want to go stalk Hanson some more. But, you know, they're probably still asleep.
Right,
I'm sure they had a long night.
US 75, Southwood Drive.
To be continued, hopefully.